like a 95 or 96 or something.
Yeah, but 2001 was a nice old ride. I hate to see it go, but
nobody can get in it anymore.
Well, that and constant codes. Constant codes.
Well, yeah.
Door switch, window switch problems and all. I think the lifter was sticking and a whole. You know, it's going to cost you more than it was worth to put money into it.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure they had no trouble selling it.
Oh,
as soon as they cleared those codes. As soon as they cleared those codes.
Well, didn't the one guy buy it? And the guy from the shop buy it?
Chrysler bought it. No, yeah, that was the old Comanche. Oh. The recovery guy said he would buy it. And
I mean, considering that and the van were gone, they weren't even on their website.
They must have been gone.
Not even on the cheap website. They were gone so quick.
They must have been gone immediately.
Well, considering anything that, they probably listed both of those for like under $5,000, which at that time, nothing on Chrysler's website was under $8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was gone instantly.
Well, the van, you know, might have been good for a long time, as long as the doors didn't fall off. But you know, we put 50-some, almost 60,000 hard miles on it.
Yeah. So I'm sure the Pilot would be great for somebody else at one point too.
Yeah, other than the fact that it's tough on you, other than that, I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, that mom has trouble getting in it.
Well, it's Well, there's the how many 16 different things are you balancing? Yeah. Trying to get something that's newer with low mileage, something that's got all-wheel drive so it can go. Something that's not too tall, not too this, not too that, not too other. So, there we are. Haven't seen one like it since either.
Connection, perhaps? I was reading a thing this morning. They were saying that
redoing this thing over
Toyota that makes the Prius and stuff have banned ham radios from being in their vehicles.
Well,
I don't know how they can do that, but
high power.
Well, apparently, when it transmits on a certain, it just kills the computer.
Yeah. Well, we had that. Remember that with the.
And are they going to do anything to filter it out? Nope.
Then
and it's not 15. I think it's like, I don't know. They were saying like 10 meters or 20 meters or something like that. It'll just kill the computer.
15 was the one we had trouble with.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yes.
15 meters on the purple van would just shut it down.
I know they were talking about the, I think the volt, I think they said 2 meters and 440 would kill the computer.
What's the point in having it then?
Well, you're not allowed to use it. You just can't use your ham radio.
Trade the car in. It's a defective car.
Yeah. I'm like, what happens if you're next to a ham transmitting in a truck? You kill your computer while you're on the road?
Maybe different if it's not in your vehicle.
Maybe, the radiation pattern.
Because when we were doing the stuff that would kill our vehicle, the vehicles around us didn't die.
And that might have been a certain year group too, versus the new ones.
Yeah, fill in the blank with whatever. But, you know.
Okay, it's not starting again.
What?
I heard a chirp on the radio.
Like
this is not ever starting again, is it?
Well, I'm not seeing any long distance stuff yet. Of course, I
think the fog's.
haven't been staring at it very hard. I wonder how Don's doing now.
Hopefully he's doing good. Better. Well, hopefully he's doing. Hopefully.
Everything.
I would hope that eventually something would heal. Maybe, I don't know.
Short of a miracle.
Is this lungs or something have a problem?
Everything's got a problem. It ain't getting better.
I don't know what they do at that point.
Well, they try to keep him comfortable. He's not on hospice. He's on maintain you or support you or whatever. He's not on hospice. No. His wife said no, and I don't blame her. Daughter was thinking maybe yes was the right answer. Mom said no. So I told him, I said, I'm not here to make any decisions or tell you what to do because I don't know what to do and it's not my place.
My opinion, fight.
No. I have no. Anyhow, when they had to get some, they said we're going to go down here to the room because they're working on Don, and I'll leave it at that.
Fight for as long as you can, I would normally say, but then again, if you're in pain constantly,
the only only time the Parkinson stops is when he goes to sleep.
Yeah, that's so weird, isn't it?
Well, the brain goes to sleep and it shuts down.
Well, yeah, part of that, yeah.
So I said just another...
It's like you couldn't have electrodes or something. Just like...
They have tried all kinds of stuff. They have tried all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I'd say it's probably all Agent Orange.
Something, yeah.
I was watching a thing on what Agent Orange did to the Vietnamese. Oh my God, it's not good.
Oh God, no, it's so down and yeah, terrible.
Now, understanding there was some degree of propaganda in it.
Oh yeah.
But besides that,
well, it's not just the Agent Orange stuff; it's all the other chemicals that they sprayed.
Yeah.
I mean, Agent Orange was just one of the agents they sprayed.
Blue and white.
Oh, they sprayed a lot of those.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff.
And Senior Master Sergeant Gazer confirmed to me what I already knew, is he used to drive the Agent Orange barrels by me when I was working the main gate, and he said the top of his head would burn when he was driving the truck, because none of them barrels didn't leak, right? And so then when he made bunkers out of them, the security police were standing there. A little bit of steam coming out. Is that heat, maybe? Or... Yeah, it's the heating system. The high moisture in the heating system, yeah.
It's like 100% humidity outside, so yeah.
Pretty close, 90-something.
Saying 3 inches today and 1 inch tomorrow.
Or 1 inch to something. Yeah, I think that's right.
Flopping around.
Whatever that ends up being, we don't know.
In reality, I don't know.
We're gonna do Colonel Sanders today, is what I was kind of told. If that's okay with everybody.
I guess. I was thinking pizza, but
it's not a bad idea either, but we'll get a pizza on Sunday.
Pizza for tomorrow?
No, I don't think
don't you have to do a funeral on Friday?
Yep, not to be nice and slick. Yep. It's foggy up
here. It's foggy up here on the hill. I can't imagine why.
Well, it wasn't that foggy on South Hill.
No, well...
Not enough jet traffic to blow it out of the area.
We're living in the cloud.
Such a higher elevation.
Yeah, I know. A few feet, yeah. I know we are higher than South Hill, though.
Are we?
Yeah, it's a little bit higher up here than that. Because if you look back towards Minot, back there, you can see you're almost about halfway up to like the water tower.
Well, you know what? It looks like we're it.
Well,
it looks like there's too many tax
not
folks here yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Of course, who would want to drive in this crap?
Well, it's where you are. It's where you are.
Or maybe they're not doing it today.
Well, they don't do it every day. Yeah, sure. Maybe they're taking Wednesdays off.
Okay.
Look, Ralph's really had trouble with this.
Yeah, his internet's really messed up.
Something Tell. What's the name of that stuff? Telnet. That's what.
No, we're not. Well, yeah, there's that one, but I was thinking about the other software.
Previous to Telnet?
No, it was just after Telnet.
Okay.
It was that other connection software that we used. I just can't remember the name of it. It was Connect something. I can't remember.
It was 3.11.
Yeah, it was the other. It was that connection dial-in software we used. I can't remember the name of it, what it was called. I keep thinking back to DSL and Internet 300. which was way better than the Yahoo software.
Yeah, well, Yahoo is.
Yeah, well, that just makes you just want to puke.
Scream, bitch, complain, Yahoo. I said that in training class. They didn't
I did
find
too.
it amusing.
I said that many times.
They didn't find it amusing.
I told that to a couple customers and they laughed at me. They thought it was pretty hilarious.
Trainer wasn't very happy, as I remember.
Well, it depends what training I got. If it was Brandon, he'd laugh like crazy.
I don't think it was Brandon.
Brandon, funny. The other guy, man. Some of them took it too damn seriously. Brandon's the guy that had the long hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other guy, no.
The software was garbage.
Always. I love you'd be sitting in the training lab and they'd go and they'd call in and listen to the people on the floor. Mm-hmm. Half of them were not doing in scope of support. They're just trying to fix a call.
That's funny.
So then they, after a while, they started only calling into the certain people that they trusted.
Yeah.
Because they knew they were only going to do it by the book.
Yeah.
And by the list.
Yeah.
But then you'd have the other trainer in there run out to the guy who they called in and shoved his phone on hold.
Mm-hmm.
And then
actually
tell him he couldn't do the stuff
one time
he was
they just hung up the call. I'm like, what?
Yeah, for the agent and the customer.
Yeah. No, they came over to me and
Oh yeah, we're going outside
trying to fix it. No, you're not. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay.
I remember that one quality assurance lady was she literally a DM or she literally sent me an email saying I couldn't do that. And then she put me on hold with the customer and talked through my phone saying I couldn't do that. So I put the customer back on hold a little bit later. I walked over to her cubicle and I told her, well, first off, you haven't been on the phone in 6 months.
Yeah.
Second of all, the policy changes came out yesterday morning,
and
you're not current on the policy changes because you don't list. They don't have that policy changer thingy up in front of you.
Yeah.
Here is a copy that I just printed out of policy change.
Yeah.
What you just did to override this is against our new policy. And she went on and like, what is the quality assurance? And like,
yeah,
first, and I literally walked over.
It became a secret.
I walked over to guard and I says, she is not up on policy.
Yeah.
Here's the policy. Here's what she's trying to get me to do.
Yeah.
And she put the customer on hold forcibly and yelled at me.
Not the secret police, buddy.
And guard walked over to her and he said, go back on the phone. The call assurance lady. And I said, no, I'm scheduled to do this. Says apparently not, because you don't know what you're doing. And then she came over a little later and she all livid at me like, you got me put back on the call. I did my time here and blah blah. I should be on my quality thing.
Well, you know what? Your quality ain't quality. So.
Your quality is just yelling at me.
It was more
nothing.
of the checklist, stupid type of stuff.
Oh, that's another one that I got. It's like you got like 16 of these attaboy things that you get.
Yeah.
The plaster on your cubicle.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes later, they come and say, we reviewed your one call and you went outside the scope of support, and that's not allowed.
Did I fix it? Yes. And the
Did I fix their issue?
Yes.
Yes. Did I fix the issue that level 2 couldn't and level 3 couldn't do?
Yes.
Did I fix their computer so their computer actually works? Yes.
What's
Well,
the
you're
problem?
not supposed to do that.
Somebody's got to do it, just like this thing with
This
SRT.
lady's been given the runaround 16 times.
Ralph's been fooling
in the
with
last
this for
4
2
days.
years. 2 years.
Yeah, she's been given the runaround 16 times in the last 4 days. She's irate, angry, pissed off. She's already death threatened level 2.
Yeah.
And I just had to sit on her for 20 minutes while she explained everything that happened the last 4 days.
Yep.
And I fixed it in 15 minutes.
Yes. Well,
and she is happy.
I used to get into it with them at Delta
and
too.
They were just like, well, no, you can't do that. I'm like, I'll take my My anti-written demand.
Boy, this is worse than it was earlier.
Oh yeah.
It's getting worse. Not better. I might park in the yard. Assuming Jen left me room to park.
Well, yeah, I was like, I got a few of those ones. They're just like, really? Are you serious, people? Really?
Well, when they insisted on putting me in chat at Delta, I said, I'm done.
I'm like, and then I went off with them on one thing, and it says, where I know in my contract that I was hired for the company, for the local company and for the contracted thing, and nowhere in there it says I have to follow the list. It says I am here to fix calls. Well, so I am fixing the call.
We had that when they had this checklist you had to run.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know, what's nice about your checklist, it eventually gets you there, but I know what's wrong, and it's only going to take me 5 minutes to fix it. It's going to take a half an hour to run your checklist to get down to the
that's the other thing, and then they want you off the call in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, or less.
Because your talk times are terrible. Like, I know where I had to spend so much time on that one lady's call where we had to uninstall the Yahoo software, reinstall the Internet 300 software, along with doing all the line checks.
300.
And her computer was just at the bare minimum specs to run the software.
What was the 300 software?
The Internet 300 software?
Was that for
That
DSL?
Was the original DSL connection software that actually worked.
Yeah.
I like that stuff was like bomb-proof.
Yeah.
And the Yahoo software broke everything.
Yes, it did. Then you lost a bunch of customers.
Well, they became irate and angry because the darn Yahoo software never worked.
Yes. Or their computer couldn't support it.
Well, that's another thing. Half the damn time the damn thing wouldn't work because the Yahoo software, again, this is 2002.
Some of the lights are on and some of the lights are off.
So this is like 2002, 2003. So the bare minimum to run the Yahoo software was a Pentium 500.
Yeah.
500 megahertz. People don't understand that stuff. Well, most people were still running a 266 or a 450 or Pentium 450 megahertz system.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, there were faster computers at the time there. They had computers that had gigahertz speed at the time, but most people didn't have those. They were really expensive. So
they got rid of a bunch of customers by doing that. Just because.
Oh my God! And I was like, and some of them that had 500s, that was the minimum spec.
Yes.
Now the Internet 300 software would run on a 266.
Right.
How old that stuff was.
Well, I set up.
But it worked.
I remember getting into a big argument with him. I said, "You got a customer that was happy with us. Now he can insist on this Yahoo stuff, and he doesn't want it.
Yeah,
and it won't work with the system." I said, so I set it up where he doesn't need the Yahoo, and it's working fine. Oh, you can't do that. Let me explain it to you again. Do you want to keep this customer or not? If you don't want to keep him, then okay, fine.
Yeah.
You want to keep him, and they were so getting so much money from Yahoo.
Yeah.
Which was a big mistake, but that's what they did.
Yeah.
Well, if SRT sold the bell tower, we might be in the doo-doo.
Yeah, depends. Get the wipers again?
Yeah, maybe. We could definitely be in the doo-doo then.
Yeah, you have to relocate something.
Right down to the club site, probably be where we're at.
Probably.
Or we had to pay them rent or something, maybe.
Yeah, it's possible.
And the SRT, the county's got a number of their towers, or their stuff on towers. They don't charge, SRT does not charge them for the emergency stuff.
Guarantee it, these people probably will.
Oh, you can bank on that. Yeah, we're going to be glad we got the club site, because that's all there's going to be at some point. Get more and more.
Your headlights on? How you doing?
Yes, I do. More and more simplex, it sounds like to me.
Yeah. Well, if it starts snowing, this is going to be fun.
You think?
I'd say there's a lot of moisture for snow.
Oh, yes. question
Or
is,
like
well,
it almost looks like it's whiteout conditions as it is.
well, it's part of the fact is all the street lights are
Yeah,
turned off.
well, yeah, that's true.
But the parking lot lights were on. Some of the places.
And some people ain't running their headlights,
Yeah.
which I find very
It's that
dumb.
truck down there. A couple of them down there aren't running.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's because visibility is so good in town.
Oh yeah, it's just so lovely.
It'd be worse out. It's not as bad as here as it was on North Hill, though.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think
well,
North Hill.
well,
It's getting there.
When it first came out, it wasn't so bad.
As soon as you go
down
past the
south.
signal lights here, it's
Oh yeah.
you disappear into Fog Canyon here.
Yep. My back is still annoyed.
Sorry about that.
I took a leave in town hall, but
Still no pain
annoyed.
pills. I don't know how I'm doing it unless I'm not complaining at all.
It's hard to tell in my lower back, you know. Sometimes some days it's good, and some days it's not good.
Yep.
And then some days are really painful. It's just more annoyed right now than anything.